real world examples of customers that are getting benefits using different aspects of the Oracle platform, our Gen 2, as well as autonomous database and analytics. And I'm really excited and thankful that you guys have joined us here today to share your experiences with us as well. Let me go through and announce our customers, and then we'll go through a series of questions, and then hopefully we'll have enough time for any questions that you may have. So first, I'm pleased to have Joe Jasci. Joe is Director of Global IT Infrastructure at Doosan. So Doosan is an industry leader in the engineering, manufacturing, and marketing of construction equipment. So spanning excavators, dump trucks, air compressors, lighting systems, and generators. So Joe, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. Next is Craig Walensky. He's the founder and CEO of Jasci. Jasci is a leader in warehouse management solutions for supporting retail in this, this modern age of same day, next day, free shipping. We've talked a lot about the supply chain, and he's got amazing insights into what he's doing, the landscape, and how technology is impacting it. And then finally, Amro Shahada. Amro is COO of identv, which is a little bit of a tongue twister. I can't say identity. Identv provides an advanced video analytics platform based on AI capabilities, powered by computer vision, automated speech recognition, and textual semantic classifiers. So some really interesting technology. Again, thank you all for joining. If we can give a round of applause for the customers. Yeah. So, Joe, let me start with you. Doosan is relatively new with respect to North America, but I understand it's a global manufacturing company going back 100 years. Can you tell us a little bit about the business as a baseline, please?
That's right, Steve. Doosan started in Korea over 100 years ago as a small manufacturing company and has grown throughout the years as Doosan Group, which is made up of over 20 companies and affiliates at this time. Most of the business is indeed in the construction equipment and manufacturing space. We also are quite focused in the infrastructure space as well, so focusing on power systems, fuel cells. We basically build and run a lot of the stuff that you guys take for granted every day, or at least enable companies to build and run those things. Much of our business here in the U.S. is focused on construction equipment. We also have fuel cells here in the U.S., and over the years we've grown to be the 5th largest manufacturer of construction equipment worldwide. We produce large number of equipment, like Steve had mentioned, excavators, all the way down to small equipment. I'm sure that many of you are familiar with the Doosan Bobcat brand, the white and orange equipment that is almost on every landscaping company, every job site here in the U.S. We're also very heavily invested in technology, such as the Project X, which is a fully automated construction site, and of course all of the remote control features that we deliver in all of our equipment.
No, that's fantastic. You head up global IT infrastructure. Can you talk a little bit about your technology strategy and why you chose Oracle?
Yes, certainly. So one of our driving strategies surrounding our technology at this point in time is we don't want to continue investing in on-premise infrastructure. We want to ensure that our technology is working for us and enabling the business rather than costing us money, and more importantly, requiring our technologists to spend a lot of time managing the environment rather than managing how we're using the applications, how we're delivering real value to our customers.
Oh, fantastic. I thought, Emma, let me ask you next around identv. I understand you're a startup really revolutionizing this advanced video analytics solution space for media, for public sector, other enterprises, how they can actually improve the monetization of video content. which is interesting. Can you sort of give us a background on the business and the technology?
Yeah, so we started around in 2012 during the second screen phase and kind of craze, and really then we were focused on matching content and synchronizing and creating a user experience, and we realized that if we take out that application of the B2C and understand what's contextually happening within audio and video data, we can really maximize what insights are able to be gathered in real time and provide essentially a toolkit for users to really leverage AI without writing a single line of code.
Oh, fantastic. And how are you using the Gen 2 Cloud? We've heard a lot about it to really drive your business, drive these new outcomes, shape yourselves as a starting company.
So starting up, we have sandbox environments where we buy GPUs and try to manage them. So eliminating a lot of the overhead around managing, high power computing is very important. We've also seen the ability to be more iterative in model creation. So we have a library of over 30 different AI classifiers and machine learning classifiers. Using the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, we've been able to produce and iterate 200% faster, 2x at the speed, with large convolutional neural networks. So it really allows us to be more iterative and pass these customizations down to our customers without increased costs.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things we talked about. You're seeing a 2x increase in performance, and at the same time, I think it was on the order of a 70% reduction in cost. Is that right?
Yes, so we're seeing anywhere from 60 to 70% reduction in costs, simply because all of these tools are geared towards ease of use, and they eliminate all of the auxiliary pieces that people often take for granted that does a lot of the dirty work. And we automate that and automate those workflows using machine learning and AI.
Okay. And one last question, if you can sort of expand on your use of the cloud, how's it enabling a better customer experience for those you're serving?
So a great example of that is we're servicing one of the largest sailing racing providers or event holders. So they go all around the world and they race boats. So how do you pay for something like this? Entertainment sponsorships. Previously, measuring physical sponsorships had been a manual task that takes weeks to do. Using our video computer vision classifiers, we can actually provide real-time results from hundreds of concurrent streams, and in this case, about 10 concurrent live broadcast streams in full resolution HD. We can actually say exactly how long the sponsor is on the screen, what team they were on, what team and boat they were on, and then we can actually test different locations and say this might be a more valuable placement of the sponsorship versus where it is currently.
It's just things people couldn't have done before. Craig, welcome and thanks again for joining us. You understand you're supporting retailers, your next-gen warehouse management solution, again, this sort of modern order demand fulfillment, this world of next day, same day, free shipping. Can you talk to us about your business and sort of the shift in supply chain management?
Sure. So Jasci is a SaaS application. There's many definitions of what SaaS is to companies, but we're a multi-tenant platform where customers all leverage the same infrastructure. The idea behind Jasci was supply chain is a very big field, and it's changing rapidly because everyone in the room here is ordering online. They were used to everyone going to stores. Wholesalers would ship to stores, and it was a predictable model. They could say 9 months ahead of time, we're going to buy this amount of goods, it's going to go in an ocean container, it's going to arrive at the warehouse, and then we're going to disperse it to all the stores. The world has changed, and they got caught flat-footed, honestly. A lot of old technology platforms, highly coded, highly customized, that they couldn't get out from underneath. And then at the same time, I call them tech companies now, but these large tech companies that are also retailers, if you will, are leveraging their massive amounts of money and infrastructure to create better positioning for themselves. So we created a platform to even the playing field for the rest of everybody else, all the sellers, millions of sellers out there, retailers, wholesalers, and suppliers, who now have to handle what we call omni-channel. Omni-channel is, I've got to handle wholesale, I've got to ship to retailers, and I got to do direct to consumer all in one platform, which is a really big challenge. And they didn't have the dollars to compete, with these industry giants.
Yeah.
So we made a platform to basically even the playing field.
And you're doing it to the tune of billions of transactions a day in 80 languages.
That's at the low end.
Wow.
You would see massive amounts of transactions. Trillions would not be out of the realm per day. You don't understand. You think of it as an order, but think about the amount of transactions that happen in the supply chain to get a product on the shelf in a warehouse and then pick it, pack it, ship it. It's just a massive amount of transactions. And there's a different level of expectations. It's okay to sit at a full screen, wait for your screens to pop up, but these are mobile workers, on the floor. They don't like to wait.
Yeah.
It's got to be split second, instantaneous response time for them. And we're more of a AI-driven platform, so we tell people what to do on mobile devices in real time. They don't make decisions. The system makes all these decisions in real time.
Yeah, if you could tell us a little bit about, how how things like AI and machine learning are creating opportunities for your company as well as sort of the market.
Yeah, so it's an interesting world now. As a SaaS company, we make the decisions on behalf of the customer now, just like you do. We're making those decisions. The customer elects to buy our platform or our software and leverage it. It's our decision on where we're going to host it and how we're going to deliver that content and the service levels. And I see this is as the trend of the future as companies migrate to SaaS software. The SaaS companies are responsible for that. So it's our job as SaaS providers to provide best-in-class infrastructure for our customers. That's our decision. So as we go out there, we have to provide best-in-class. In our situation, downtime is not an option. Even planned downtime is not an option. So our customers would run 7x24. One I'm working on right now, 7x24x364, guaranteed. Downtime SLAs, they don't want any downtime. So they're asking for 99.99% uptime in our platform, which I think equates to about 7 minutes a month.
Yeah.
In the platform. So even if you plan out maintenance or whatever that is,
Planned downtime.
you don't have time. So that came into some of our decisions on the cloud platform. We knew our biggest hurdle. We're a serverless platform. It just auto scales. It's elastic. It's kind of infinite. But our limitation was really going to be the database.
Yeah.
Could the database handle?
Yeah, can you expand on that? It sounds incredible. Sort of your implementation of Oracle Autonomous Database, what you've seen and how it actually helps you enable all this that you just talked about.
So I think we were in from the beginning. We were realizing on another cloud, platform we were using that our limitation was going to be the database. And secondly, we're not database experts. We're vertical software experts. Our job isn't to manage infrastructure and databases all day long. So we needed a platform that was going to be managed by experts. So we took a leap of faith in the beginning, got on board with the ATP, went through iterations with it, but we knew the promise of it is what we were looking for. What they're talking about here today in the presentations is exactly what we're looking for, and a structure that wouldn't limit our growth capability globally and be able to have the service levels and the speed and the resiliency that we needed. And I could tell you that's actually working today. Those things that they're talking about, Oracle's talking about the service levels that they provide, we don't go down on ATP. Even it's kind of interesting. Even for patches, security, everything, there is no downtime. They came out with unique ways to keep us running. They have multiple instances running, and I don't know how they make it all work, but they have multiple instances running, and they manage all that. And we work with them closely. So there is no basic downtime for us.
That's fantastic. Thank you.